Debatable. And guess what? The guy always be talking about David Walker,
Right.
The producer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he produced The Carter. That was a show called
Welcome back.
Welcome Back, The Carters.
I think it was called The Carters. I think it was called.
It's called The Carters, right? And the theme song was Welcome Back, right?
Yeah.
Well, he produced that show.
Yeah,
Yo, this
okay.
dude produced mad shows, man. David
What's
Walker, yeah, he did Roots. He did what else he did, man? Bro, this dude, he did mad documentaries. I think he did like some of the first National Geographic stuff. Jacques Cousteau,
Wow.
Jacques, remember
Yeah, I
his
know the
name,
name,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, he was the underwater guy, right, from back in the day. Shoot, I ain't really know. I just knew the name from Jacques Cousteau. Who rapped about him? Somebody said Jacques
I don't know the name.
Somebody said his name in the rap. Like Jacques. Oh, Old Dirty Bastard. Jacques Cousteau.
I knew the name before that.
Jacques Cousteau.
I knew the name before
this
that.
flow, Cherry Bomb, and yeah, right? It was warming up a little bit.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was Old Dirty Bastard that said Jacques Cousteau name.
Anchor.
Anchor? What? Oh, man. Ding.
I'm about to do the anchor. Hold on
1 second.
While you on here, we're about to get that going
Yeah,
while
mine's-
y'all on here, mine as well.
Oh,
You know,
it's right here behind the laptop, too.
and you know,
Let me get your cord, too, if you don't
which
mind.
one? This one right here?
Yeah, please. Okay, man. Go ahead. What you were saying? You were
Now,
talking about the war?
Now, I'm talking about Jacques Cousteau. I
Okay.
mean, that is definitely a familiar name, and I didn't know
Yeah,
he was
he's an underwater dude.
I didn't know he was an underwater dude.
Yeah. Okay. See, now you want to call? I'm gonna call you back. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, he was a guy. He was doing. I guess they was filming him underwater and a whole bunch of stuff like that. Now let's see how quick we can get this going. But either which way, my point was this guy David Wappler did everything. Let me tell him I'll call you back. He did, like I said, he produced mad movies, and I was saying on the call, he was in TV. Basically, he was born around the same as television.
Okay.
Born around the same time as television became a household thing. Yeah.
Okay.
So like he was one of the first people running around. Selling shows before anybody else.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
So you got a whole nother perspective on how things.
Whole
move.
nother perspective, bro. That's why I'm really enjoying his joint. I'll call you right back. Okay. And like I said, he's called the producer. Oh, he also produced the 1984 Olympics. Whichever Olympics was in Los Angeles.
Okay.
And guess what they had? They had a UFO landing or something like that.
Was it real?
Nah, I mean, you never know. Like, America, the space race or whatever. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. Okay, hold up. Man, can I do another one without having a, okay, perfect. New episode. Man, I can publish this one real quick. But he did the space race, Russia versus America, yeah. So who knows, something like that.
Was it the Olympics?
It was the Olympics, but it was another. He did another one like that too. Okay, hold on 1 second.
That's what's up. I mean, what we're doing right now is making sure that we get the audio from the video, so it can populate the way it's supposed to populate, and let everybody know what's really going on with Debatable. You know what I'm talking about? And today's a really special day, man. I want to let y'all people know today's a special day because this is my guy, my brother, Sakar, to the right of me, birthday.
I appreciate
Happy
that,
birthday,
man.
bro.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
For sure. And many more.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that for real. And yeah, we live on the audio side as well as the visual side. And appreciate everybody for liking, commenting, and definitely want to say shouts out to the people in the community that have been supporting
For sure.
so far.
For sure. And like I said, man, today is a very special day. You know, I want to make sure I let everybody know there's many more. Definitely, you know what I'm saying? Today's a special day, man. And all types of miraculous things been on this guy's birthday. I bear witness, you know what I'm saying? So happy birthday again, bro.
Last year we was in Dubai. Next year, who knows where we may be. Now we in, I don't want to tell y'all where we at. But we not in New York. We not in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother show. For a whole nother conversation. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Shouts out to Saigon and Havoc with their podcast. I watched the first one, a little bit of it. Because Vlad.
I thought it was a one-off. I didn't
hoping he was gonna do more.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. It's a good look, man.
Yeah,
Saigon.
is, man.
Saigon's a good dude, man. Good energy, man. Like I really feel that dude. Like we be talking, chopping it up. You know, like he's a real positive dude. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know he was a Zoe.
Wow, crazy. But he can speak Creole too.
I don't know.
Okay.
you said he was like you.
Yeah, I remember. This was that was online. That's what they offered. I don't know if they said both parents or what, but I gotta look it back up. But yeah, he definitely. I
caught wind of it, but I ain't catch it really.
It doesn't matter, man. They should, but I think T.I. is telling him to pull up so he can show him the paperwork. He's like, pull up, so I can show him. You can show him the paperwork or whatever. You know what I mean? But
ain't no,
Lucy don't like nothing. It
ain't no pull up or no beef, nothing like that, right? Because Boosie different. Like he's like a New York dude in the South that's really about that. Like for real, like you gotta do what you say. You gotta keep it 100. Like he's like Boosie's like an equivalent of a New York dude, but in the South.
Yeah, he's definitely an on-site
like
type of
OG.
guy.
You know what I mean? Like
he's definitely an on. He got that on-site type of. Oh, what about something? Like he knocked out the old man
inside
in the baby video.
It might have been fake, but he definitely smacked him off the reflex.
Nah, that was all real, bro. I don't know. That felt like it was all real. But yeah, he's definitely not the type of guy that, I don't think he's the type of guy you want to play around with, man.
Word.
But shouts out to him, man. I hope they can piece that up. You know what I'm saying? Well, see, man, that, for us, for us, what we would say, right? Might as well battle. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That's why, once we got the budget the way we don't listen. How about this, y'all? Go ahead, man. Come on.
Matter of fact, we're about to go start, working on that right now because this next one we got for y'all. Y'all gonna see how we really get it in because, you know what I'm talking about. Because the ones that we got picked out,
y'all gonna be happy, bro. Y'all gonna be happy about this next one, man. I promise you. Y'all gonna be happy. I did the last one was dope. Both this Charlie Clips and OMP joint was crazy. They went crazy. Charlie Clips went crazy. OMP went crazy. You know what I mean? Vada went crazy. But wait,
the beats was monstrous. The beats was like
R.I.P. K Slay.
K Slay.
You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Center Stage. That's the new official Atlanta battle rap venue. As y'all can see, they just came out. Shouts out to Smack and Beasley. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate them guys, man, because them actually going back over to Center Stage showed us, okay, we picked the dope selection.
You know what I mean? Like
dope location.
I can appreciate our taste.
Yeah, man. I appreciate theirs too.
For sure.
Come on, bro. I appreciate theirs too, man. All the way, man.
Can't copy respect.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. But man, shouts out to what's your man name? Come On Son is back with the podcast. Ed Lover. Yeah, man.
That was really dope though.
Yeah, I'm loving it.
The only thing that I wasn't really feeling is the cardboard. Come on, son. But it's hood, so
that's a part of his whole thing.
Come on, son.
That's a part of his whole thing. You know what I mean? That's a part
I was
of his
really feeling that though.
Yeah, at first when I clicked on it, I thought it was like, oh, it's gonna be a whole video. But then at first it was funny. Then it went into the interview, so
he killed it, and you could tell that's seasoned. That Come On Son, that's a seasoned journalist. That's seasoned journalism. He knows exactly how to start it, how to give you content, what to ask. That was dope.
Yeah, that's a fact. So Game and Whack, you saw that Game versus Whack 100, like they beefing that, like he was just managing the guy. But you know what? I haven't seen Game in the mix in a minute. Like I'm like, all of a sudden, Whack has built up his own,
his own thing,
personality. Like
right.
You know what I mean?
He's
like
definitely
I
a personality.
forgot. I'm like, you got to be reminded. Like, how did even Whack 100 get into the game? Like,
he's definitely a personality right there because he went from managing. Was it Blueface?
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. That was the most recent one.
That's the one I really paid attention that he was in the scene.
Well, I caught the tail end of the game. Like I started hearing about him tail end of the game, and then he started becoming real vocal to me during Blueface, you know what I'm saying, situation.
And then I caught the time when them dudes ran up on him.
Oh yeah. But that's game. That's part of the game. I think that's between end the game and beginning of Blueface.
But I didn't know. I didn't know. But I definitely caught them in the parking lot. He was dancing with them, and that was dope.
But why are you beefing with your man? Like, why would
sometimes I think sometimes we thinking that's publicity. Like yo, get you hot. You know what I'm saying? We'll go ahead. They have that conversation behind. This was gonna be all right, cool. Don't get disrespectful. Yeah. And then if it gets disrespectful, it might become something.
Yeah, I see
but
that.
I think in the beginning, man, it's prearranged. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, no, I think so too, man. I mean, these guys are smart. They've been doing this for a minute. You know what I mean? They know what it takes to get publicity and like when you look at Clubhouse and you look at I do text because I'm gonna hit him up. When you look at publicity and you know, I want to hit Dude up because what Dude can do is he can build out the site so we could do visa on the
yeah. I remember.
Yeah, exactly. So he that's what he does. So basically, if you come into Hungary, you know what I mean? Yeah, if you want to, you know what I mean, you know, get your visa,
right?
So he got the whole setup. So I asked him how much he charges to build that for us, you know what I mean, for where we, you know, bringing people.
Okay, that's dope.
But yeah, man. But you know, yeah, man. But we'll see what happens, man. But you know, game has kind of been a little bit, and you know, I mean, I don't want to say irrelevant, but you know, he hasn't been in the media.
Them suits,
but he got 1 million followers.
Them suits, man. Them suits wasn't no joke, man.
What suits?
He got sued by Mac. What's that? Mac 10.
Not Mac 10.
What's
the rapper?
The
Mac
rapper?
Lamore?
No,
not the white boy, right?
No, the West Coast
well, you
cat.
know, Mac Lamore's back too.
The West Coast cat, Mac something.
Mac 10, the old school rapper, Mac 10.
Yeah, the West Coast cat.
Wow.
He because remember the game ran up on him and two-pieced them and whatever the case. He sued him.
Game in the he said Mac 10. No, you all the way wrong.
What's that?
It's dude that was
his name is not Max?
No, man. Game verse here, let me help you out. Game verse.
I thought his name was Max.
No, man. Where's he at? He ain't even got him in here. They ain't even showing him.
And he might have got locked up. He just popped back up on the scene again. He said, he used to be. He used to be with
he had Lil Wayne in them shoe trapped up in the car. He had him trapped up in the car, or whatever. But either which way, man. I'm moving on. You know, yeah. Why'd you bring him up?
Because he sued him, and then too. So like,
okay, yeah, I remember that guy. So I just can't think of his name right now.
That's him right there, man. That's the game. The name was right.
Yeah, but you got the wrong. No, man. It's the game and
40 cal. 40 cal.
No, you're almost there. Glock, 40 Glock.
40 Glock.
There you go.
That's what it was.
There you go.
My fault.
There you go. Come on, man. Thank you though. Thank you for that.
My fault.
Yeah, 40 Glock.
It began blurred up, it began blurry.
He beat him up at the spot.
And that's what he
was laughing too though when he was beating him up though.
Yeah, I think he already had in his mind. I'm about to go for your pockets.
Right.
Are you trying to play me? I'm about to go for your pockets.
Right. That's all. Okay, hold up.
Yeah. Let's go. Come on.
He definitely gonna win that suit. Oh, he definitely won that.
He won that.
He definitely won that suit. Look, he laughing too. He laughing. Oh man. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I remember that.
He did him. He caught him. He caught them. How many views is that?
Not even a lot, 300,000. I'm sure there was others with more
views.
Yeah.
So like he caught him. You know, because he got defamation on him, man.
Yeah.
That defamation right there still stuck. And then this female caught him too. Said that he touched her, did something inappropriate.
Wow.
And she was able to prove it, and she caught him for a bag. And then between those two things right there, it had him in a pickle.
Wow.
Had him in a pickle.
Let me see. Now I gotta put a lawsuit and see what they say.
Had him in a pickle.
Yeah, man. But either which way, man, he did what he had to do, I guess, right? I mean,
what did he have to do? He
definitely didn't have to do that.
That right there. Matter of fact, that right there could have happened the same way without the camera. Like you had your man hold the camera while he did this dude and then it backfired.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's 100,000%.
He could have did the same thing just without the camera. I mean, that's the era. That's the era he's supposed to be from.
No, the inside.
What?
No.
What?
The game has been ordered to pay $3,000.
To who?
After July 2012 incident.
He paid for that.
Oh, hold up.
He paid for that.
Hold up.
$3,000 not that bad at all.
No, man, come on.
Yeah, he paid for that promotion right there.
Okay. Oh,
They did him
sorry.
dirty.
TMZ. The game sued for unpaid judgment of $216,000
That's a check.
to 40 Glock.
That's a check.
That's definitely a budget. Was it back then? That was like right. They used to
That's a signing budget.
Yeah, definitely. That's a album budget back in the day. It used to be $250, right?
That's a signing budget.
So yeah, he definitely caught it. He definitely came up. Yeah, but listen, that's different. That's different. I mean, listen, either which way, I don't think it needed. Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, even off camera, it's stupid.
But off camera, then he wouldn't have gotten 200. He wouldn't have gotten 216,000.
Nah, he wouldn't have. But even off camera, it's like, you know what I mean? Come on, bro. You guys are making money, like, you know what I mean? You're putting yourself in a predicament where, you know, you could potentially lose your life. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, what if?
That's a fact. Because 40 Glock could be plotting right now.
Yeah. What if? You know,
if he wasn't smart, if he was like, okay, you know what?
Pay somebody or something.
I want to give back.
Right.
I'm not going for the check. I want to give back. You know what I mean? He's good with the check.
Yeah,
man.
Tons of people that ain't even thinking about, you know, money in situations like that are coming from the streets. They thinking about, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and
get back.
Yeah, man, hurt, kill.
I'm gonna lay for about good 2 years, 3 years. And I'm gonna go get you.
Wow, man, that's very, very interesting. Wow. Okay, so yeah, man, either which way, man.
But that's the reason why he's been kind of, you know, trying to situate it, because, you know, we had a conversation, and he basically let me know what it was.
Right.
You know what I mean? And, you know, I'm not gonna reveal the conversation, but, you know, it was just like, you know, you got to move different.
Yep. But yeah, man, gotta be able to got to be
more careful.
Yeah. Gotta be able to you know, situate yourself with, where what you ain't like in that type of position, man. It's like 2012. Well, you know, that was 2012, but even 2012, man, it's still like, you know, come on, man.
But you see how them suits be? 10 years later,
Right. They still on you because that's a civil suit, and that could travel countries.
Man.
They could travel that could, you know, cross borders. You know what I'm saying? So that means, you know, so I mean, at this point, they could probably start garnishing. I think they probably was doing. That's probably what the conversation you was talking to them about, garnishing wages and stuff like that. But yeah, so Poland is officially in the war. Is that what it sounds like?
Poland sends support. You know what I mean? The moment you standing next to somebody that's, you know, conducting beef, you next to them and you agree to be next to them, then that's what that is.
Right. It sounds like Poland is officially signed.
What's interesting to me is like, okay, how will the war transpire? Will it go to a point where nuclear weapons is actually dispersed? And if so,
Right.
if nuclear weapons become a part of the ammunition for war, then you can't take that back. That type of repercussion is going to affect lives for generations on end. And how many nuclear weapons are you expecting to release? Like, is it just one? Is it 10? It will be affected just like coronavirus affected the world.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So
That's a fact.
That's a very interesting thought process. Like, you know,
You know, while all of that is happening, Saudi Arabia, $60 billion giga project to transform Saudi Arabia. You know, Saudi Arabia is popping. We were at the Dubai Expo.
Saudi Arabia.
They had the most elaborate. Remember, they had the most elaborate exhibit, like dead center in the middle, way more elaborate than the U.S.'s. Way more elaborate. Listen,
No. When it comes to technology, it's a movie over there. You know what I mean? It's a movie over there. Like, you know, they're very much so advanced in their technology, and wherever they are getting their technology influence from, it's the right.
They got the money to pay for it.
That's what I'm saying.
It's all over the world.
It's the right trajectory.
Yeah,
it's the right
fact.
Because it's like it's something out of the movies.
And they got Saudi Arabians in what they call the diaspora. They got the Saudi Arabians in America, going on to be physicists, scientists, chemists, so on and so forth.
But it's like
so they're bringing that back straight back home.
I saw a vehicle. Remember inside there was a police conference. They had like the RoboCop. They had the RoboCops.
Yeah.
Vehicles.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They had all futuristic. You know what I mean? Robots that's moving on its own with weaponry.
Right. We saw that with China too, to a degree during COVID. Remember, they had the robots out there telling people to go in the house and stuff like that. So stuff we ain't seen. I don't know unless that's somewhere maybe they've test modeled it in America somewhere, but I never heard that. I never heard that at all. But it's about to come. It's about to come now. You know what I mean? Especially with everybody being so excited about AI and all of that. You know what I mean? And then with Boston, I don't know why America is taking being so slow about the implementation of it.
Of what?
Of robots and all of that stuff. Well, Amazon obviously is already, because if you go to an Amazon factory, most of the workers are the robots. They manufacture to the point Amazon bought the robot company, the company that was producing the robots that was moving the shipments around. They bought that company. You follow what I'm talking about? Yeah. So
I think they have to be cautious because you have a criminal mindset in America where if you have a robot and you're a genius, you're highly intelligent, you're able to put that robot in a situation where it creates crime. You know what I mean? And then you don't have you won't suffer no casualty, but you could have that robot do whatever you want it to do, whether go rob a bank or whatever, drive the getaway car. You know what I mean? So they got the what they call it, the autonomous vehicles. Yeah,
right.
But I'm saying these things right there, you got to be cautious how you display it, because the same way you got people that's producing it for good, you got some people that's trying to manipulate it for whatever they want to get it done.
No, you had dude on Chat GPT or one of the OpenAI or whatever, asking it questions, right? You know what I'm saying? And it got to a point, he said the way he asked the question, something like, if you could do anything that you wanted to do, what would you do? Well, he said, well, I would. This was Chat came back and said, well, I would start messing with information. You follow what I'm talking about? He started talking about the different mischievous things that he would do.
Right.
You follow what I'm talking about? If he wanted to go that route.
Right.
If he could go that route, these are the different little things that he would try to do.
But the thing about it is, it's from an algorithm that even that answer that the AI gave back is from a particular algorithm that exists within our society that these bots are collecting. These bots are collecting this data, right? And then this particular response is from a particular algorithm that exists from our existence. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like the Clubhouse, or you have intelligence that's listening to this. You had is intelligence that's downloading the Twitter. You know what I mean?
Nah, but the killer was the one that really hit me over the head was Clubhouse. When somebody told me they're using Clubhouse in order to be able to kind of generate, how we think, so on and so forth. What's our mindset like?
Right.
And basically, they got AI assimilating and consuming all of that information, in order to be able to figure out whatever they're trying to figure out.
I mean, but what they're trying to figure out is that consuming data, and as they consume data, that data goes into an algorithm of how our behavior is, and it's to be able to understand the human's behavior, so this artificial intelligence can mimic that behavior. So that answer to that question or what have you that took place, that's from a behavior. That's a study. That's an algorithm. You know what I mean? And then that's the same. This is the same thing as there's a criminal mindset within the United States, from TV, from Grand Theft Auto, from all the different things that they feed us from when we're small watching TV. That mindset is like, okay, cool, how can I get this to do what I wanted to do? I want to rob a bank.
Right.
Okay, now I have a way to manipulate or do this, that, and the third. How do I rob a bank? with this intelligence? How do I, get as much money as possible? How do I do whatever, that's out of the norm? I'm getting away with something. You know what I'm saying? Getting away with something, and as I'm getting away with something, you're breaking some rule or organized framework that exists. I mean, that's just what it is. You know what I mean? So,
nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. And then also, I want to say that go back to the war, right? A year in, and they still can't sway their Middle East allies to support them in the Ukraine war. You follow what I'm talking about?
It's not. I really think the Middle East is listen.
Neutral. They like
not maybe neutral, but I think it's a concentrated effort to sit down the United States. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, y'all been at the forefront for how long? Right? You know what I mean? Y'all been top dog for a minute. So why not sit down? I want to rule the world.
Right.
It's about ruling the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, China has products in everybody's home all over the world. Why not they rule the world? Saudi Arabia have oil in everybody's car, in everybody's home. I mean, everybody's car all over the world. Why not they rule the world? So that's a particular mindset that exists as well. And it doesn't help with the United States being bullies.
Right.
It doesn't help where the United States creates wars. It doesn't help with the United States doing all the, the inhumane things that they've been doing for decades, century. I mean, come on.
These are facts, and please don't try to what's the thing called suppress our content because we talk about stuff that's real.
I mean,
now, look, check this. Energy Rich. This is on CNN.com right now. Homepage. You click on the fact that Middle East states won't be swayed to pick a side.
Mm-hmm.
Energy-rich Gulf states have benefited from the rise in prices brought by the war in Ukraine. So that's number one.
Right.
Which has added tens of billions of dollars to their coffers. All 6 members of the Gulf Cooperation Council, which includes Saudi Arabia, Oman, the UAE, Kuwait, Qatar, and Bahrain, registered budget surpluses in 2022 for the first time in 8 years. Budget surpluses. Saudi Arabia's alliance with Russia in the OPEC oil cartel has allowed it to have better control over global crude prices in defiance of the United States.
Wow.
So they're not the only ones though. I think it was Uganda. Uganda made a statement like, yeah, we not, I think, let me see. Uganda position Ukraine war. Let's see if it comes up. Because I saw that, I don't know if it was on television, explains position of the war, Uganda take side. UE wants Uganda to take side. Okay, yeah, so the European Union wants Uganda to take side. Was it Uganda? Okay. Was the relationship why Uganda abstained at vote in Ukraine war? But either which way, I read something. Everybody feeling the same way. Like, yo, how's the colonizer telling us to pick a side, right? You know what I'm talking about? And at the end of the day, let me tell you something. It wasn't Russians. It wasn't Chinese people. Right? Was it? Coming in colonizing?
No,
it wasn't.
As far as I know, when it came to slavery, I don't think Russians or China was involved. I think they were a victim of slavery at some point.
I think so.
You know what I mean? That's what I think. But now, when it comes to where we at right now, because the war brings destruction.
Right.
How are they going to fix? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, how do you fix the air once you got radiation in the air? How do you fix these buildings that's destroyed?
They don't know how to do that.
How do you fix the water that's contaminated?
Right.
Like, once it's like war brings destruction. So now, how do you fix? Okay, I understand. It's like two guys fighting inside of a ring. He broke his nose. He's bleeding. His eyes are swollen. Take him to the doctor. Just lay down, ice, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Stitch
it up. You follow what I'm saying? You might not be able to fight like you was fighting before. Your nose might not work the same again, but you still able to breathe. My point is, with this nuclear weapon conversation, how are you going to? That's the conversation I want to hear. How do you fix after you destroy? How do you do that?
I don't know, but I don't know. Either way, nobody wants to pick a side because they already know that they ain't got nothing to do with it, and you're trying to involve them in a situation that could be detrimental to their future relationships. But back to battle rap, right? K. Sean said he's ready to battle with smacking him again. I saw it on Hip Hop is Real. Yeah.
Well, he got a nice check, got a nice bag.
Yeah, yeah. Come on, man.
He held out. He held out. He held out.
Shouts out to the boy K. Sean. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing him get back up there and do his thing. So I'm sure he's had battles since Hollow the Dawn. Yo, I don't want to talk because I ain't see it yet, but listen, we're gonna definitely tap in and get the pay-per-view because I need to see that. The Will joint. I didn't get a chance to see it yet. Ill Will versus Hollow the Dawn. Both of them guys I like a lot. Hollow the Dawn is my top 3. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, 50 Cent.
Personally,
it's going back to the thing with the war, but I don't know why they got 50 Cent trading shots with the Kremlin, ex-Kremlin officer.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't dug in on it. I'm gonna dig in and come back and let y'all know it's good. But that right there, I don't think that was a good check, 50.
What? Say it again.
50 trading words with an ex-Kremlin official. Kremlin, that's Russian.
Trading words?
Yeah.
Ex-Kremlin official saying what?
That's my point. I don't know. I'm gonna check it out.
Trade shots with former Kremlin official. Because you know what? Yeah, definitely. Because I think that's the same Kremlin official that was on there talking now. If you go on CNN,
but my point is, I don't think that was a good check.
Make it.
Come on, 50. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know if you got a check for it, but listen.
Well,
listen, we
got Fox.
But look, check this out.
Fox. He still got stars.
Right. But check this out though. When we get once you get I don't want to use the word brainwash, but once you know what I mean,
conform?
Like and it's like it's over a long process. Like you gotta think. People don't even, listen, man, most people don't even know that they really, you know what I'm saying? Because, come on, a person like him, he done struggled, he done been through so much, you know what I mean? And he's like, okay, this is what I've been taught, is how you make it here. You follow what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? That's how I think his mindset is. And then what happens, just like Jay-Z was talking about this before, they feel like they really American. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I'm American. Like, you know what I'm saying? I stand with America. Like, you know what I mean? And I think that right there is what you're seeing in that type of response.
Yeah, but
awesome. That's how they be brainwashing us to a degree. But
I don't. That's not a good look. Huh? Yeah, that's not a good look because the moment 50 you getting involved, guess what? You got this fan base that's not even going to check into the small print or between the lines, and they're going to jump right with you. You know what I mean? Just because you're not,
And that's why you think you could be getting paid for it because if he does a little bit of this,
that's like campaigning. Yeah, that's like campaigning for politics. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that got involved when Obama was trying to get reelected, that was in hip hop, they caught a check.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So it's the same method. They don't really look at us as intellectuals. That's why we be having this level of conversation with you guys, because we look at you guys as being intellectuals. Battle rappers are thought-provoking thinkers. You know what I'm saying? So this is why.
And the people that consume that type of content.
Yeah, the people that consume that type of content. So, but my point is 50. Bruh, I was listening to you this morning.
Stay out of that, bro.
Come on, you go from ghetto Quran to having a thought of trading shots. Not even a conversation, but he stole a shot and you throwing a shot. Come on, five.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
You know what that means? Because the moment you throwing a shot at him, all of Russia is gonna look at the black community or the urban community like we got problems. My man, we ain't got nothing to do with that.
Right.
Stay out of the way, but we don't got. Listen, let me say something. The world know we ain't got no problems with nobody because they already know how we've been treated for so many hundreds of years. So anything that goes on over there, they're gonna look at us like, okay, if we're inside that room, we might get caught out. But if we're not inside that room, they're not gonna go looking for us unless we stick our head out like, yo, we poke out our chest like we're trying to, Come on, bro.
Nah, that's a fact. Mind your business. Let's get out the way.
Stay out of the way. We ain't got, man, listen, man. Go ahead.
That's it. Now I was about to say, with that, see y'all tomorrow.
Debatable.